1. January. A very bad start. New Year's resolutions. These are the things I decided I would do this year. 1. Stop smoking. 2. Develop a mature relationship with an adult man. 3. Go to the gym. 4. Be kinder and help others more. Sunday, the 1st of January. Weight, 9 stone 3. Alcohol units, 14. Cigarettes, 22. Calories, 5,424. Noon. London, my flat. Ugh, I've got to drive to Una and Geoffrey Alconbury's New Year's Day turkey lunch. Una and Geoffrey Alconbury are my parents' best friends, and they have known me since I was a small child. I'm not a child anymore. I'm in my 30s with a flat and a job in London. But every year, my mother makes me go to Una and Geoffrey Alconbury's New Year's Day turkey lunch. She usually tries to introduce me to a man she thinks would be a good boyfriend for me. But she always chooses the most awful men. This year, for weeks before New Year's Day, my mother had talked about Mark Darcy. "Do you remember Malcolm and Elaine Darcy, darling?" she kept saying. "They're bringing their son Mark with them to Una's New Year's Day turkey lunch. He's a top lawyer, just back from America. He's just got divorced." I don't know why my mother didn't just say openly, "Darling, Mark Darcy would make a very good boyfriend for you. He's very rich." 11:45 p.m. Ugh, the first day of New Year has been awful. I took the wrong road on the way to the Alconburys, so I got lost and arrived very late. "Bridget! Happy New Year!" said Geoffrey Alconbury. He gave me a huge hug. "Come on, let's get you a drink. How's your love life?" "Fine," I said, in an embarrassed sort of way. "So, you still haven't got a boyfriend?" said Geoffrey, in a loud voice. "If you don't hurry up and get married soon, you'll be too old to have children," said Una, his wife. "Come along and meet Mark." The rich divorced Mark was standing with his back to us. He was quite tall and was looking at the books on the Alconburys' bookshelves. "Mark," said Una, "I've got someone nice for you to meet." Mark Darcy turned round, and I saw that he was wearing a jumper with a pattern of yellow and blue diamonds on the front. It was awful. "Mark, this is Colin and Pam's daughter, Bridget," said Una. "Bridget works in publishing, don't you, Bridget? Well, I'll leave you two young people together." She went away quickly. For a moment, neither of us spoke. Have you been staying with your parents over New Year?" I asked him. "Yes," he said eagerly. "You too?" "Yes. No, I was at a party in London last night," I replied. Suddenly, I started talking very quickly. Too quickly. But I couldn't stop. Mark Darcy was looking at me with a look of horror on his face. "Maybe you should get something to eat," he said, and went away. Everyone was staring at me. I knew they were thinking, "So that's why Bridget isn't married. She talks too much and is very unattractive to men." Later, Una brought Mark over to me. "Mark," she said, "you must take Bridget's telephone number. Then you can get in touch when you're in London. I turned bright red. Now Mark would think I had told Una to say that. I'm sure Bridget's life in London is quite full enough already, Mrs. Alconbury, Mark replied. I felt annoyed. I didn't want Mark to have my telephone number, but I didn't want everyone at the party to know that he didn't want it. 2 a.m. Oh, why am I so unattractive? Why? I hate New Year. I hate everyone. Except Daniel Cleaver. Tuesday, the 3rd of January. Weight, 9 stone 4. Alcohol unit, 6. Excellent. Cigarettes, 23. Calories, 2,472. 9 a.m. Ugh. I cannot face the thought of going to work. The only good thing about going to work is the thought of seeing Daniel again. 10 p.m. Ugh. Perpetua, who thinks she's my boss, talks for hours to her friends on the phone about the property she is buying with her rich boyfriend Hugo. Perpetua was wearing a tight red skirt, which made her bottom look very big. But Perpetua doesn't care about how she looks. Perpetua is a Sloane, which means she is not only rich, but also very confident. I wish I could be like that. I've been thinking about Daniel Cleaver. He asked me if I got anything nice for Christmas in a rather flirty way. I wonder if he's attracted to me. I think I might wear my short black skirt tomorrow. Wednesday, the 4th of January. Weight, 9 stone 5. Alcohol units, 5. Cigarettes, 20. Calories, 700. Very good. 4 p.m. My friend Jude just rang up in tears because her boyfriend Richard has told her he doesn't want to see her anymore. Jude's friends all call him Vile Richard because he is so horrible. He thought she was getting too serious about their relationship because she asked him to go on holiday with her. I immediately called Shazza, our other friend, and we arranged to meet Jude at 6:30 in Café Rouge. 11 p.m. Shazza, who doesn't have a very high opinion of men, gave us her ideas on Richard, and everyone else in Café Rouge heard. "How dare he say you were getting too serious about him?" she shouted. "What is he talking about?" I thought about Daniel Cleaver. "Not all men are like Richard," I said. "Yes, but should I call Richard or not?" asked Jude. "No," said Sharon, just as I was saying, "Yes." Thursday, the 5th of January. Weight, 9 stone 3. Excellent. Alcohol units, 6. Cigarettes, 12. Calories, 1,258. 11 a.m. Office. Oh my God! Daniel Cleaver just sent me a message. I was sitting at my computer when new mail suddenly flashed up on my screen. Message Jones. You appear to have forgotten your skirt. Cleve. Daniel Cleaver is flirting with me. I've never sent him a message before, but I'm going to send him a funny one now. Message Cleve. Sir, I am shocked by your message. My skirt is short, but it does exist. Jones. Noon. Oh God. Daniel has not replied. Maybe he was being serious about my skirt. 12:10. Maybe he hasn't got my message yet. 12:15. Ha! Daniel is in a meeting with Simon from the marketing department. Aha! New mail. Message Jones. Your skirt is clearly absent. Is skirt off sick? Cleve. Just sending back. Message Cleve. Skirt is neither sick nor absent. Jones. Oh dear. This was the return message. Message Jones. Absent Jones, not absent. Try using a computer spell check. Cleve. Daniel walked past with Simon from marketing and gave my skirt a very sexy look. I must try and improve my spelling. Friday, the 6th of January. 5:45 p.m. I could not be happier. Daniel's last message read, Message Jones. I wish to send flowers to your skirt over the weekend. Please give me your home telephone number. Cleve. Yes! Daniel Cleaver wants my phone number! Marvellous! Sunday, the 8th of January. Weight, 9 stone 2. Good, but what's the point? Alcohol units, 2. Excellent. Cigarettes, 7. Calories, 3,100. Poor. 2 p.m. Oh, God! Why am I so unattractive? I've spent 2 days staring at the phone and waiting for Daniel to call. 8 p.m. The phone rang, but it was my friend Tom. Tom helps me a lot. He listened patiently while I told him first about Mark Darcy and then about Daniel. Then Tom said, Mark Darcy? But isn't he that famous human rights lawyer? Monday, the 9th of January. Weight, 9 stone 2. Alcohol units, 4. Cigarettes, 29. Calories, 770. It was a terrible day in the office. I watched the door for Daniel all morning. Then Perpetua suddenly shouted into the phone, Daniel? He's gone to a meeting in Croydon. He'll be in tomorrow. She banged down the phone and said, God, why are all these girls calling Daniel? When I went home that evening, in a mad moment I left a message on Daniel's answer phone. I said, Hi, it's Jones here. I was just wondering if you wanted to meet to talk about the skirt. As soon as I put the phone down, I realised I had made a big mistake. Tuesday, the 10th of January. Weight, 9 stone 1. Alcohol units, 2. Cigarettes, 0. Calories, 998. Excellent. I crept into the office feeling really embarrassed about the message. Then Daniel appeared looking very sexy. Suddenly, new mail flashed up on my computer screen. Message Jones. Thanks for your phone call. Cleve. I sent back. Message Cleve. Please shut up. I am very busy and important. Jones. And after a few minutes more, he replied. Finally, he suggested a date for Sunday night, and I accepted. Sunday, the 15th of January. Weight, 9 stone. Excellent. Alcohol units, 0. Cigarettes, 29. Very bad. Calories, 3,879. Awful. Negative thoughts, 942. 6 p.m. I am completely exhausted by getting ready for my date with Daniel. It has taken all day. Being a woman is worse than being a farmer. There's so much preparation and harvesting to do. 7 p.m. I cannot believe this has happened. I was completing the final farming touches to my face and body when I noticed the answer phone light was flashing. It was Daniel. Look, Jones, I'm really sorry. I think I'm going to have to cancel tonight. I've got a presentation at 10 in the morning. I cannot believe it. I've wasted the whole day. 9 p.m. Still, Daniel is in a top job. Maybe he didn't want to come on a first date worrying about work. 11 p.m. He's probably out with someone thinner than I am. 5 a.m. What's wrong with me? I hate Daniel Cleaver. Monday the 16th of January. Weight, 9 stone 2. From where? Why? Alcohol units, 0. Cigarettes, 20. Calories, 1,500. Positive thoughts, 0. 10:30 a.m. Daniel is still in his meeting. Maybe he was telling the truth. 1 p.m. I just saw Daniel leaving for lunch. He has not sent me any messages. I feel very depressed. 11:50 p.m. I just had dinner with Tom on the 5th floor at Harvey Nichols. I wanted to talk about Daniel, but Tom talked all the time about someone new he's met, a filmmaker. Tuesday the 24th of January. Today was wonderful. At 5:30, Daniel sat down on the edge of my desk, took out his diary, and whispered, "What are you doing on Friday?" Friday the 27th of January. Weight, 9 stone 3. Alcohol units, 8. Cigarettes, 400, feels like. Calories, 875. Ha! We had a dream date at a little Italian restaurant near Daniel's flat. After dinner, we went back to Daniel's flat. As soon as we were inside, he started to try and take off my skirt. Then he whispered, "This is just a bit of fun, okay? I don't think we should start a relationship with each other." But I immediately felt angry with him. "That is such rubbish," I said. "You want me to sleep with you, but you don't want to have a relationship. I am not interested in emotional cowards. Goodbye." Then I walked out of the door. I did the right thing, but now I feel depressed. I am afraid of one day being found dead in my flat, all alone, half-eaten by an ant. Chapter 2. February. Valentine's Day Blues. Wednesday the 1st of February. Weight, 9 stone. Alcohol units, 9. Cigarettes, 28. Calories, 3,826. On Sunday, I went for lunch at my parents' house. My mother had just returned from a week's holiday in Portugal with Una Alconbury. When I was about to leave, my dad came out to the garage. "Have you noticed anything unusual about your mother?" he asked. "No," I replied, "except that she looks very well after her holiday." I found out from Perpetua that Daniel's gone to New York. He's probably got a cool American girlfriend there. I have to go to a dinner party tonight at the house of my married friends, Magda and Jeremy. Most of their friends are other married couples. I call them the smug marrieds, because they think their lives are better than those of single people. 11:45 p.m. Oh, God! The party was me, 4 married couples, and Jeremy's brother. He's awful, fat with a red face. "So," shouted Jeremy's friend Cosmo, "how's your love life?" "Yes! Why aren't you married yet, Bridget?" said Cosmo's wife, Woney. "Because I don't want to be like you, you fat, boring Sloane cow," I thought. "It's very difficult to find a good husband once you get past a certain age," said another friend of Jeremy's. "Exactly. All the decent men have been taken," said Cosmo. "My office is full of single girls over 30 who can't get a boyfriend." "Sorry about those people," said Magda later, who knew how embarrassed I was feeling. "Will you be okay getting home?" "Do you want a lift?" said Jeremy's brother. "Actually, I'm going on to a nightclub," I said happily, hurrying out into the street. "Thanks for a super evening." Then I got into a taxi and burst into tears. Sunday, the 5th of February. Daniel still hasn't been in touch. There's only a week to go until Valentine's Day. I'm sure I won't get any cards. I think I'll go and see Mum and Dad again. I'll feel like a caring angel and won't think about Daniel. I'm worried about Dad. 2 p.m. I rang Dad, but his voice sounded very strange. "Bridget, look. Your mother and I are having some problems. Can we ring you later in the week?" Problems? What problems? But Dad wouldn't tell me anything more. Monday, the 6th of February. Weight, 8 stone 12. Internal weight has completely vanished. Mystery. Alcohol units, 1. Cigarettes, 9. Calories, 1,800. Daniel will be back from New York today. I shall be very cool. I'm not going to send him any messages or take any notice of him. 9:30 a.m. Daniel does not seem to be here yet. 9:36 a.m. Oh, God. Oh, God. Maybe Daniel's fallen in love with someone in New York. Or gone to Las Vegas and got married. 10:05 a.m. I saw Daniel standing at the photocopier with Simon from marketing. He looked very well and healthy. As I passed, he looked at my skirt and gave me a huge grin. 10:30 a.m. New mail flashed up on my screen. Message Jones. Unfriendly cow. Cleve. I laughed, but I'm not going to send him a message back. 10:35 a.m. It seems rude not to reply, though. 10:47 a.m. I'll just send him a tiny, friendly little message. 10 p.m. Daniel and I messaged each other all day, but there is no way I'm going to sleep with him. I called Mum and Dad again tonight, but no one answered. It's very weird. Thursday, the 9th of February. Weight, 9 stone 2. Alcohol units, 4. Cigarettes, 12. Calories, 2,845. I need extra fat because it's winter and I'm very cold. 9 p.m. It's snowing! I like this winter weather. This is the third time I've called Mum and Dad this week and got no reply. 9:15 p.m. I just called Mum and Dad, letting the phone ring 20 times. Finally, Mum answered, sounding very strange and saying she couldn't talk now but would call me at the weekend. Saturday the 11th of February. Weight 8 stone 13. Alcohol units 4. Cigarettes 18. Calories 1,467. My dad left a message on my answer phone asking if I would meet him for lunch on Sunday. I was very shocked. My dad never comes to London on Sundays. I went out to the shop round the corner. When I got back, there was a message on my answer phone from Mum. She is also coming for lunch tomorrow. Sunday the 12th of February. Weight 8 stone 13. Alcohol units 5. Cigarettes 23, not surprising. Calories 1,647. 11 a.m. Oh God, I can't have them both coming for lunch. 12:05 p.m. Mum called. I told her that Dad was coming for lunch. "Let him come then," she said. "I'll be all right here on my own." At 2 o'clock, Dad arrived. He sat down on the sofa and started to cry. "She's been like this ever since she went to Portugal with Una," he said, wiping his cheek. "When she got back, she said she wanted to be paid for doing the housework, and she'd wasted her life being our servant." Monday the 13th of February. Oh God, tomorrow is February the 14th, Valentine's Day. But everyone knows romance does not work. Valentine's Day has no meaning. It's just a commercial occasion when companies which produce cards and chocolates make lots of money. I don't care about it. It's silly. Tuesday the 14th of February. 8 a.m. Oh, good. It's Valentine's Day. I wonder if the post has come yet. Maybe there will be a card from Daniel. There was a bunch of roses in the hallway. I rushed down and picked them up. Then Vanessa, the girl who lives in the flat downstairs, came out. "Ooh, they look nice," she said. "Who are they from?" "I don't know," I said, looking down at the card. "Ah, they're for you." I got into the office to find that Perpetua had a huge bunch of flowers on her desk from her boyfriend, Hugo. "How many Valentines did you get, Bridget?" she shouted in a loud voice. "Valentine's Day is silly and doesn't mean anything," I replied. "It's just a commercial occasion." Just then, I noticed Daniel across the room. He was listening to us and laughing. Wednesday the 15th of February. I had an unexpected surprise. I was just leaving my flat for work when I noticed there was a pink envelope on the hall table. A late Valentine, which said, "To the Dark Beauty." For a moment, I was excited, imagining it was for me. Then I remembered that Vanessa is dark-haired. 9 p.m. I just got back, and the card is still there. 10 p.m. It's still there. 11 p.m. I can't believe it. The card is still there. Thursday the 16th of February. Weight 8 stone 12. weight loss because I was going up and down the stairs. Alcohol units, 0. Excellent. Cigarettes, 5. Calories, 2,452. The card is still there. Vanessa and I are both too polite to take it. Friday the 17th of February. Weight, 8 stone 12. Alcohol units, 1. Cigarettes, 2. Calories, 3,241. Checks on card, 12. 9 a.m. The card is still there. 9 p.m. It's still there. 9:30 p.m. It's still there. I knocked on Vanessa's door. "I think this must be for you," I said, holding up the card. "Oh, I thought it must be for you," she said. We opened the card. Inside it said, "A piece of silly and meaningless commercialism for my darling little unfriendly cow." I gave a scream of excitement. Daniel had sent me a Valentine's card. Saturday the 18th of February. Weight, 9 stone. Alcohol units, 4. Cigarettes, 6. Calories, 2,746. Correct lottery numbers, 2. At last, I found out what the problem is with Mum and Dad. Today, Mum asked me to meet her for lunch in a department store. I asked her if she was seeing someone else. "No, there's no one else," she said, staring into the distance. "But when your father retired, I realised that I've spent 35 years running his home and looking after him. You only get one life. I'm going to start looking after myself now." I went to pay the bill. Then I noticed a tall man with grey hair and a leather jacket. He was looking into the cafe and tapping his watch. I turned round and saw my mother mouthing him the words, "I won't be very long." After we said goodbye, I followed Mum. Soon she was in the perfume department with the grey-haired man, trying different perfumes. She was holding the bottles of perfume up for him to smell and laughing like a girl. Sunday the 19th of February. Weight, 8 stone 13, only because of worry. Alcohol units, 2. Cigarettes, 7. Calories, 2,100. I called Mum to ask her about the man I saw her with. "Oh, you must mean Julio," she said in a nervous voice. I had never heard of this Julio before. I guessed that she had met him in Portugal before the trouble with Dad. I guessed that Julio was the reason for the trouble with Dad. I asked Mum if this was true. "You're becoming very suspicious, darling," she said. "Julio, aha, is only a friend. I just need some space." She then told me that, to give her space, Dad is moving into the Alconburys' flat at the bottom of their garden. Tuesday the 21st of February. I'm very tired. Dad has started ringing up in the night, just to talk. Wednesday the 22nd of February. Weight, 9 stone. Alcohol units, 2. Cigarettes, 19. Fat units, 8. I have been so busy worrying about Mum and Dad, and so tired from Dad's phone calls, that I have not taken very much notice of Daniel. As a result, he has paid me a lot of attention. Thursday the 23rd of February. Weight, 8 stone 13. Alcohol units, 2. Cigarettes, 17. I'm nervous about tomorrow. Calories, 775. 8 p.m. Daniel has asked me to have dinner with him tomorrow. Yes! Saturday the 25th of February. Weight, 8 stone 10. Sex is good for losing weight. Alcohol units, 0. Cigarettes, 0. Calories, 200. The secret of not eating is to replace food with sex. 6 p.m. I'm so happy. I've spent the day in a lovely dream. I had a wonderful, sexy night with Daniel last night. But I'm beginning to feel worried. What's going to happen now? Suddenly, I realise I'm waiting for the phone again. 11 p.m. Oh, God. Why hasn't Daniel rung? Are we going out now or what? Sunday the 26th of February. Weight, 9 stone. Alcohol units, 5. Cigarettes, 23. Calories, 3,856. To try and forget how unhappy I am. I awoke, alone, to find myself imagining my mother with Julio. I felt full of jealousy about being in bed alone on Sunday morning, while my mother is probably having a lot of fun. Chapter 3. March. Birthday Panic. Saturday the 4th of March. Weight, 9 stone. What is the point of dieting when I end up exactly the same weight at the start of March as at the start of February? Ha! I'm going to stop getting weighed. There's no point. My mother came into my flat this morning with a pile of carrier bags. Darling, can I leave these here for a few hours? She cried, going into my bedroom. She sat down in front of the mirror and put on her eye makeup. She looked beautiful. Her skin was clear and her hair was shining. I'm having lunch with a man from the tax office today, she said. I rang up to ask the tax office how to fill in my tax form, and he helped me. Then he asked me to have lunch with him. What about Julio? I said. Just because I'm friends with Julio doesn't mean I can't have other friends, she said sweetly. Anyway, I must rush. I'm meeting him at Debenham's coffee shop at 1:15. I know what my mother's secret is. She's discovered she has power. She has power over Dad. He wants her back. She has power over Julio and the taxman. Everyone wants her. So, I have to find someone to have power over too. I'm so depressed. Daniel has been very friendly all week, but he hasn't said anything about us. Perhaps he thinks it's normal to sleep with one of your colleagues without asking to see her again. At 4:15 on Friday evening, Shazza rang me in the office. Are you coming out with me and Jude tomorrow? She asked. I didn't know what to say. I was thinking, surely Daniel will ask to see me this weekend before he leaves the office. Call me if he doesn't ask, said Shazza after a pause. At 5:45, I saw Daniel leaving the office. He smiled, nodded at the computer screen, and left quickly. I looked at the computer. New mail was flashing. Message Jones. Have a good weekend. Cleve. I felt miserable. I picked up the phone and called Shazza. "What time are we meeting tomorrow?" I asked. 8:30, she replied, "at Café Rouge. Don't waste your time thinking about him." Sunday the 5th of March, noon. We had good fun last night, but I'm confused. I told Shazza and Jude that I had slept with Daniel, but then he hadn't asked to see me again. They both had different advice. Jude said Daniel was probably worried about work, so I should give him a chance. Shazza said he had behaved very badly, and I should tell him what I think of him. Monday the 6th of March. Weight, 8 stone 12. I have realised the secret of dieting is not weighing oneself. 11 a.m. Office. I'm completely exhausted. Last night I was just lying in a nice hot bath when the doorbell rang. It was my mother, crying. "I want a career," she said. "I haven't got anything of my own." By the time my mother left, it was after 10, so I called Tom. I told him that Daniel had not called me all weekend. Tom said I should behave like a cool ice queen. If I really want Daniel and want to win his heart, I should be as cold and distant towards him as possible. I finally went to bed, but I was woken 3 times in the night by phone calls from Dad. Monday the 6th of March. Tom was right. The way to a man's heart is not through beauty, food or sex, but the ability to seem not very interested in him. I took no notice of Daniel all day and pretended to be busy with my work. New mail kept flashing on my computer screen, but I didn't open it. At the end of the day, Daniel walked past my desk, stopped for a moment, and murmured, "Jones, you gorgeous creature. Why are you ignoring me?" Tuesday the 7th of March. Weight, 9 stone 4, 2, or 5. Alcohol units, 0. Cigarettes, 20. Calories, 1,500. I'm very depressed about my weight. I keep trying different diets, but I never lose any weight. I put weight on instead. How can that happen? 5 a.m. Oh, God, I'm so unhappy about Daniel. I love him. Wednesday the 15th of March. Weight, 9 stone. Alcohol units, 5. Cigarettes, 14. Calories, 1,795. I am worried about how to celebrate my birthday. Perhaps I could invite my friends for dinner. But then I would have to spend my birthday cooking. We could go out for a meal, but I can't afford to pay for everyone. Oh, God, what shall I do? Midnight. I have had a very good idea about my birthday. I will ask everyone to come for drinks. If they want to go to dinner afterwards, they can. Thursday the 16th of March. Weight, 9 stone 1. Alcohol units, 2. Cigarettes, 3. Calories, 2,140, but mainly fruit. Minutes spent doing party guest list, 237. Bad. I wrote down a list of people to invite to my drinks party. Me. Sharon. Jude Vile Richard. Tom. Magda Jeremy. Simon. Rebecca Martin. Very boring. Woney, Cosmo, Joanna, Daniel, Perpetua, Eek, and Hugo? Oh no, that's too many people. What am I going to do? Friday the 17th of March. I just called Tom, who says, "It is your birthday and you should invite only who you want." So I am just going to ask the following people: Sharon, Jude, Tom, Magda and Jeremy, and cook supper for everyone myself. When I told Jude who was coming, she said, "Can we bring our partners?" Which means Vile Richard. Next, Shazza rang. "I hope I haven't said anything wrong," she said. "I just saw Rebecca and asked her if she was coming to your birthday." Oh no. Now I'll have to ask Rebecca and Martin, her boring boyfriend. And now I've said I'm cooking. I can't suddenly change my mind and say we're going out to a restaurant. People will think I'm lazy. In the end, I realised I was going to spend my birthday cooking food for 15 people. Saturday the 18th of March. Weight, 8 stone 13. Alcohol units, 4. Cigarettes, 23. Very bad, as I smoked them in 2 hours. Calories, 3,827. Awful. 2 p.m. My mother burst into my flat, looking very happy. "Darling, what's the matter?" she asked. "Have you had a bad week? You look dreadful. Anyway, guess what's happened?" "What?" I said crossly. "I've got a job as a TV presenter." Sunday the 19th of March. Weight, 8 stone 12. Alcohol units, 3. Cigarettes, 10. Calories, 2,465, but mainly chocolate. I've realised it is very wrong and selfish of me to not want to cook dinner for my friends. These people are like a big warm family. I am going to cook shepherd's pie for them all. British home cooking. Monday the 20th of March. Weight, 9 stone. Alcohol units, 4. Cigarettes, 27, but I'm giving them up soon. Calories, 2,455. I've decided to serve the shepherd's pie with a special salad and a nice dessert. I haven't made the dessert before, but I'm sure it will be easy. I expect that I will become known as a brilliant cook and hostess. Tuesday the 21st of March. Birthday. Weight, 9 stone. Alcohol units, 9. Cigarettes, 42. Calories, 4,295. But it is my birthday. 6:30 p.m. I cannot go on. I have just stepped in a pan of shepherd's pie which was on the kitchen floor. It is already 6:30 and I still have to go out and buy the ingredients to make the dessert. 7:15 p.m. I just got back from the shop and realised I have forgotten the butter. 7:35 p.m. The shepherd's pie is still in pans all over the kitchen floor and I have not yet washed my hair. 7:40 p.m. Oh my God! I just looked for the milk and realised that I've left the carrier bag behind in the shop. That means, oh God, and the olive oil. So I cannot make the salad. 7:55 p.m. Ah, that's the doorbell. I am in my underwear with wet hair. I suddenly hate my guests. I just want to open the door and shout, Go away! 2 a.m. I am feeling very happy. Magda, Tom, Sharon and Jude were at the door with a bottle of champagne. They told me to hurry up and get ready. While I dried my hair, they cleaned up the kitchen and threw away the shepherd's pie. Magda had booked a table at a restaurant, and everyone was there, waiting with presents, planning to buy me dinner. Magda said they had a weird feeling that dinner at my flat would not work out. I love my friends. Chapter 4. April. Inner Poise. Weight, 9 stone. Alcohol units, 0. Marvellous. Cigarettes, 0. Calories, 2,250. I am trying to develop inner poise. In other words, I'm trying to appear calm and relaxed. I keep repeating inner poise to myself. 9 p.m. My father called. His voice sounded very strange. Bridget, turn your television on to BBC One. I switched on my TV. It was an advertisement for a chat show. Suddenly, I saw my mother, with her face made up and a new hairstyle. I was very shocked. One of the chat show hosts was talking. And we'll be introducing our new presenter, Pam Jones, he was saying. Pam is going to present our new series, Suddenly Single. Pam has recently become single herself. Dad was very upset. Mum hadn't even told him about the TV presenting job. Poor Dad. I don't think he knows anything about Julio or the man from the tax office. Thursday, the 6th of April. Weight, 8 stone 13. Alcohol units, 5. Jude's fault. Cigarettes, 2. That doesn't mean I've started smoking again. Calories, 1,765. I met Jude for a drink. Then I saw my friend Magda's husband, Jeremy, sitting in a quiet corner of the restaurant. I waved at him, but when he saw me, he looked horrified. There was a woman with him. She was A, not Magda, B, not yet 30, and C, wearing an expensive suit which I have seen in a shop but couldn't afford to buy. I walked towards Jeremy's table, but he started talking to the woman very fast. Then he looked up and smiled at me, as if to say, "It's a business meeting." I gave him a look which said, "I don't believe you," and walked on. What should I do now? Magda is my friend. Should I tell her about Jeremy and this woman? Should I not tell Magda? Should I ring Jeremy and threaten to tell Magda unless he stops seeing this woman? Finally, I decided not to tell anyone. Tuesday, the 11th of April. Weight, 8 stone 11. Alcohol units, 0. Cigarettes, 0. Next week, my company is publishing an important new book, Kafka's Motorbike. I have been invited to the party to celebrate the book's publication. Lots of top people from the publishing world will be there. I'm scared about this party. I'm not very good at parties. But I have been reading a magazine article about how to behave at them. When you are introducing people to each other, you should give each person some information about the other person. For example, this is John. He's from New Zealand and he enjoys windsurfing. You should go to a party with a clear aim. For example, to meet people who can help you in your career or to make friends with a particular person. Monday the 17th of April. Weight, 8 stone 12. Alcohol units, 0. Very good. Cigarettes, 0. Very good. Right, tomorrow is the Kafka's motorbike party. Here are my aims for the party. 1. Not to get too drunk. 2. To meet people who will be able to help me in my career. I'll think of some more aims later. 11 p.m. Right. 3. To use the social skills I learned about in the article. 4. To make Daniel think I have inner poise so that he will flirt with me again. No. 4. To meet and sleep with a sex god. No! 4. To make interesting contacts with people in the publishing world and other professions in order to find a new career. Oh, God, I don't want to go to this party. I want to stay at home with a bottle of wine and watch television. Tuesday the 18th of April. The party started badly. I could not see anyone that I knew. I got a drink, then I saw Perpetua talking to a newspaper reporter. I went up to her, but she didn't introduce me to the reporter. Then I saw Simon from marketing. I went to join him, but he was talking to a famous author, Julian Barnes. "Did you want something, Bridget?" asked Simon. "Ah, yes," I said, trying to think of something quickly. "Yes?" Simon and Julian Barnes both looked at me. "Do you know where the toilets are?" I asked. Oh no, why did I say that? Julian Barnes smiled faintly. "Ah," he said, "actually, I think they're over there." "Thanks," I said. I went out of the exit door and leaned against the wall. The party was not going very well for me. I breathed in deeply, whispered inner poise to myself, and went back into the party. Perpetua was still standing by the door, talking to 2 of her awful friends, Piggy and Arabella. "Ew, look! There's Mark," said Piggy. "Oh, yeah," said Arabella. "He's left his wife, hasn't he?" I looked up and saw a dark-haired man in a suit standing in front of me. "Hello, Bridget," he said. I opened my mouth with shock. It was Mark Darcy. "Hello," I said. Then I remembered the article and turned towards Perpetua. "Mark, Perpetua is—" I began, and then paused. "Yes," said Mark. "Is my boss, and is buying a flat in Fulham, and Mark is," I said, turning to Perpetua, "a top human rights lawyer." "Oh, hello, Mark. I know of you, of course," said Perpetua, as if Mark was a member of the royal family. "This is Natasha," said Mark, introducing a tall, thin, attractive girl beside him. "Natasha is a top lawyer who specializes in family law." Natasha, Perpetua, and Arabella all started to talk together in loud voices. Later, I was putting on my coat when I felt someone's hands round my waist. I turned round. "Daniel!" "Jones, why are you leaving the party so early?" He leaned over and kissed me. You smell nice." Then he offered me a cigarette. "No, thank you," I said. I wished that Daniel wasn't so attractive. "Have you been at the party? I didn't see you." "I know you didn't, but I saw you. You were talking to Mark Darcy." "How do you know Mark Darcy?" I was very surprised. "I met him when we were both at Cambridge University, but I don't like him." "How do you know him?" "He's the son of friends of my parents," I replied. "I've known him since we were children." "Come on, Bridge," said Daniel, leaning towards me. "I need to talk to you." "No," I said. "I've got to meet someone." "What a pity," he said. "Well, see you on Monday." 11 p.m. I just called Jude and told her about Daniel. Then I told her about Mark Darcy, who had turned up at the party looking rather attractive. "Wait a minute," said Jude. "You don't mean Mark Darcy, do you? The lawyer?" "Yes. What? Do you know him?" "Well, yes," said Jude. "I mean, my company's done some work with him. He's extremely nice and attractive." Friday the 28th of April. Alcohol units, 14. Cigarettes, 64. Calories, 8,400. At 8:45 last night, I was running the water for a bath when a car alarm started making a terrible noise. Then the doorbell rang. I picked up the entry phone and heard Magda's voice, saying loudly, "Jeremy's having an affair." I rushed downstairs and found Magda outside crying. She was sitting in Jeremy's car, which was making a dreadful noise. The baby was sitting in the back of the car screaming. Magda was looking for the switch to turn the car alarm off. "Turn it off!" shouted someone from an upstairs window. "I can't!" shouted Magda. She took out her mobile phone and screamed into it. "Jeremy, I'm not coming back. Just tell me how to turn off the car alarm." I got into the car with Magda. We pulled all the switches trying to turn off the car alarm. An angry crowd started to gather round the car. Then Jeremy roared up on his motorbike. But instead of turning off the alarm, he started trying to grab the baby out of the back seat. Dan, the Australian guy who lives below me, opened his window. "Bridget!" he shouted. "There's water pouring through my ceiling!" Oh no! I had forgotten to turn off the bath when I rushed outside to help Magda. I ran upstairs, but I had shut the door of my flat and the key was inside. Then Dan appeared in the hall. He opened the door of the flat using a credit card. There was water everywhere. At last, Dan managed to turn off the taps. Suddenly, the car alarm stopped. I rushed to the window and saw Jeremy's car racing down the street, followed by Jeremy on his motorbike. After Dan left, the doorbell rang. I ignored it. It rang again, on and on, without stopping. I picked it up. "Darling," said a drunken voice. I knew that voice. It was Daniel. "Go away," I said. "No, let me explain." "No." "Bridge, I want to come in. I love you." "Go away. You're drunk," I said in the strongest voice I could manage. "Jones." "What?" Can I use your toilet? Saturday, the 29th of April. Alcohol units, 12. Cigarettes, 57. Calories, 8,489. Excellent. It's 22 hours later, and Daniel is still here. We've eaten 4 pizzas and an Indian takeaway meal. We've smoked 3 packets of cigarettes and drunk 3 bottles of champagne. I am in love. I may also be A. Smoking 30 cigarettes a day. B. Engaged. C. Stupid. D. Pregnant. Chapter 5. May. Mother-to-be. Alcohol units, 0. Cigarettes, 0. Calories, 4,200. But now I'm eating for 2 people. I seriously think I am pregnant. How could Daniel and I have been so stupid and forgotten to be careful? This morning, I definitely felt sick. But perhaps that was because I ate too many sweets and chocolate yesterday. Perpetua was being very difficult in the office today. She talked for 45 minutes to one of her friends about the flat she's buying with her boyfriend, Hugo. But I didn't care. I was dreaming about Daniel and our baby. I imagined Daniel carrying the baby. Daniel rushing home from work to see me and the baby. But then Daniel appeared. He looked terrible. He stared at me in a very unfriendly way. Suddenly, all my romantic dreams disappeared. Wednesday, the 3rd of May. Weight, 9 stone 2. The baby is growing very fast. Alcohol units, 0. Cigarettes, 0. Calories, 3,100, but mainly potatoes. Help! I really think I might be pregnant. Daniel ignored me all day on Monday, and then at 6 p.m. he said, "Listen, I'm going to be in Manchester till the end of the week. I'll see you on Saturday night, okay?" He hasn't called me since. I am going to be a single mother. Thursday, the 4th of May. Weight, 9 stone 3. Alcohol units, 0. Cigarettes, 0. Potatoes, 12. This morning I went to the chemist to buy a pregnancy test. I took it back to the office and went to the ladies' toilets. After I had used the test, I saw a thin blue line appear. I nearly screamed. The blue line meant I was pregnant. I went back to my computer, but I couldn't concentrate. Finally, I went outside to a phone box and called Shazza. We arranged to meet in the Café Rouge in 15 minutes. When Shazza arrived, I showed her the thin blue line on the pregnancy test. "You silly girl," she said. "Didn't you read the instructions? If you're pregnant, 2 blue lines will appear. 1 line means you're not pregnant, you idiot." Friday, the 5th of May. Weight, 9 stone. Alcohol units, 6. Cigarettes, 25. Calories, 1,890. 11:45 p.m. Daniel just called from Manchester. "Have you had a good week?" he asked. "Super, thanks," I said brightly. "I've read somewhere that the best gift a woman can give to a man is peace, so I'm not going to tell Daniel that I got upset because I thought I was pregnant. We're seeing each other tomorrow night. Great!" Saturday, the 6th of May. Weight, 9 stone 1. Alcohol units, 6. Cigarettes, 25. Calories, 3,800. 7 p.m. The weather is very hot. My body is twice as big as usual. I went shopping today and tried on a dress in the shop's changing room. The dress got stuck, and I couldn't get it off. A crowd of 15-year-old girls were watching me and laughing. Anyway, Daniel will be here soon. I think I'll just have a little drink first. 11:59 p.m. I'm in the kitchen having a cigarette. Daniel is asleep. Actually, I think he's pretending to be asleep. It's been a very strange evening. Daniel didn't seem interested in sex at all. We sat watching television. Later, in bed, Daniel put on his reading glasses and read a book for 25 minutes. Then he switched off the light and went to sleep. I preferred Daniel when he was always wanting sex with me. Saturday the 13th of May. Weight, 9 stone 1. Cigarettes, 7. Calories, 1,145. I had a really great evening last night. Sharon and Jude came round and brought wine and food with them, so I didn't have to do any cooking. Jude was depressed because Vile Richard wants to end their relationship. "How dare he treat you so badly?" shouted Sharon. "Men are such rats!" Just then, the doorbell rang. "Oh, hello, darling," said Daniel in a gentle, polite voice. "I rang earlier and left a message on your answer phone. I've been working late, but I so much wanted to see you. Can I come up?" "All right then," I said, crossly. Then Daniel appeared, smiling in a loving way. He was holding 3 boxes of chocolates. "I bought you all one of these," he said, "to eat with your coffee. Don't let me interrupt your evening. I've done the shopping for the weekend." He took some bags from the supermarket into the kitchen and started putting everything away. Then he offered to drive the girls home. When they had gone, I ate my chocolates and thought about Daniel. He was pretending to be the perfect man. When he came home, he ran up the stairs and carried me into the bedroom. "You're lovely even when you're drunk," he said. Tuesday the 17th of May. Weight, 9 stone 2. Cigarettes, 7. Very good. Alcohol units, 6. Daniel is still being lovely. How could everyone have been so wrong about him? I keep dreaming about living with him and running along beaches together. I'm just going to meet Magda. 11 p.m. I had supper with Magda, who is very depressed about Jeremy. She told me that her friend Woney had seen Jeremy with a girl in a club. Magda asked me if I knew anything about the girl, so I told her about the girl I had seen with Jeremy. It sounded like the same girl. "You should enjoy being single while you can, Bridge," said Magda. "It's very hard work staying at home and looking after kids. But Jeremy thinks my life is just a long holiday, and now he's dreaming about girls in clubs." Magda is so beautiful. I thought how difficult life is for us girls. We always want what we haven't got. I'm always thinking that my life is empty and useless. I don't have very much money, and all I do is go out and get drunk with my friends every Saturday. Magda is married and lives in a beautiful house with her husband and 2 children. And she's telling me I'm lucky. Friday the 19th of May. Weight, 8 stone 12. Alcohol units, 4. Cigarettes, 21. Bad. 4:30 p.m. The phone rang while I was still at work. It was my mother. "Hello, darling," she said. "Guess what? I've got the most marvellous opportunity for you. You're going to be on television. I'm coming round to your place with the TV crew at 10 o'clock tomorrow. The TV people want me to interview someone younger than I am for Suddenly Single." "I'm not suddenly single," I shouted. "I've got a boyfriend." "Oh, please, darling. I've told them I've found someone. Please. I've never had a career all my life, and now I'm getting old and I need something for myself," she said, talking very fast. "Well, won't the people notice I'm your daughter?" I could hear her talking to someone in the background. Then she came back and said, "We won't show your face. Oh, please, Bridget." The truth is that I've always secretly liked the idea of being on television. Saturday the 20th of May. Weight, 9 stone 3. Why? Why? From where? Alcohol units, 7. Cigarettes, 17. Everything went wrong with the filming. The TV crew broke a lot of things in my apartment with their big, heavy cameras. 3 hours after they arrived, they had still not started filming. At last, at 1:30, Mother and I sat on the sofa together. "And tell me," she said, in a caring, understanding voice I'd never heard before, "when your husband left you, did you want to kill yourself?" I stared at her, too shocked and angry to speak. What was she talking about? What husband? "I mean, it must be a terrible time for you. You don't have a partner, and you'll soon be too old to have children," she said, kicking me under the table. I kicked her back, and she let out a little noise. "Don't you want a child?" she asked. At that moment, someone at the back of the room laughed loudly. I had forgotten that Daniel had stayed last night. He had been asleep in the bedroom. "If Bridget had a child, she'd lose it," he said, laughing loudly. Sunday the 21st of May. My mum is not speaking to Daniel or me, because Daniel told the TV crew I was her daughter. Maybe she'll leave me alone now. I'm really looking forward to the summer. It will be so lovely having a boyfriend when it is warm. We will be able to go on romantic mini breaks. The thought of going away at weekends with Daniel makes me very happy.